It's summer Saturday night baseball in Green River, Wyoming. We have the nightcap of Day 3 in the night invite here at Stratton Myers Park. It's the host team, the Green River Knights, taking on the Cheyenne Hawks. We have the Kazine's Ace pregame show and the entire contest between these two Wyoming American Legion foes, all right here on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network, all presented by the First Bank of Wyoming. Coming up.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uintah County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Kazine's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Kazine's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Kazine's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
At Alta Construction, we specialize in pre-engineered steel buildings, interior office framing, finishes and flooring, concrete work from foundations to concrete flat work. Alta Construction specializes in industrial and commercial projects. Call today at 307-786-4834. Alta Construction, from conception to completion.
The town of Mountain View is located in the historic Bridger Valley and serves as the gateway to the high Uintas. With a panoramic view of the rugged Uinta peaks, you feel like you're in paradise. Our town park and scenic river walk offer a safe place for rest and relaxation. Looking for a great place to live? Our quality of life is great and our people are very friendly. Come join our tranquil way of life. The town of Mountain View, a gateway to the high Uintas.
Book your next event at Aspen Cinemas. Make it your own with corporate or family parties, birthdays, video game nights, or personal screenings of new movies. They're all available. With affordable pricing and easy booking, you can make your next event stand out at Aspen Cinemas. Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846. Book your event today at Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846.
The nightcap is here. Jace Andrews alongside Anthony Colasuono as we have the Green River Knights taking on the Cheyenne Hawks in Game 5 here of day number 3 in the night invitational. Let's go to our starting lineups tonight first. For the visiting team, the Cheyenne Hawks. Leading off, it's the right fielder, Reed Horton. Batting in the 2 slot, Aiden Froge, the designated hitter. The shortstop, Quentin King, already seen him take hold of a couple of balls in this tournament. He'll bat third. In the cleanup spot, it's Kyler Hoff, the third baseman. Batting fifth, it's Mason Maggard. He'll play left field. The first baseman, Caden Tafoya, he'll bat sixth. Broden Robbins, the center fielder, will play seventh. Batting eighth, Matt Naughton, the catcher, will bat there. And then the ninth slot, Dimitri Cotton, the second baseman. Let's go to our defensive alignment for the Green River Knights. First with the infield. At first base, it's going to be Lander Welch. Second base, Traven Brown. At the third base position, it's Oliver Aiken. And then at short, Bracken Leo. The outfield, from left to right, Dallin Bushelman, Jace Paoli, and Riker Dane, excuse me. The battery today for the Green River Knights. On the mound, it's Caleb Stevens being caught by Ben Lale and Anthony. Green River has had a couple of good nightcap games, and I'm kind of expecting even a better one here against the Cheyenne Hawks.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the marquee games of this tournament, especially here on day 3. So this is going to be a go-in between the Hawks and the Knights.
Starting lineups brought to you by Bridger Valley Electric Association as we're getting ready to go here, and it's going to be Caleb Stevens, the pitcher for the Knights, to start us off against Reed Horton and this very powerful Cheyenne lineup.
Yeah, this is a very powerful Cheyenne squad. We've seen them put up runs in bunches so far this tournament, and I'm expecting the same thing here tonight, but Green River has been amazing defensively the last couple of weeks, and that could turn the tide.
Cheyenne in the cream jerseys, blue numbers, red lining. With the blue lettering across the chest, the number on the bottom half. First pitch in this contest is low for ball 1, and we're underway here. Green River with the gray pants, the green jerseys, black lettering across the chest. 1 ball, no strikes. And the fastball finds the inner half. 1 ball and 1 strike for Stevens.
Great comeback pitch by Stevens right there, finding the zone.
1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff hitter, Reed Horton. Horton takes a hack, but he fouls it off into the back fence. Moves the count to 1-2. And a lot of options on the mound right now for Stevens. And very much a pitcher's count. Let's see what he goes with from the stretch. In the dirt, knocks the face mask off of Ben Lale. Twin brother over at short today, Bracken. Ben has been a brick wall behind home plate in the first 2 games, and kind of expect that to continue tonight.
He's been outright amazing behind home plate, just stopping everything in sight.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Long look in from Stevens, the pitch. On the ground to Bracken. Scoops it up across the diamond. A hop at first base, and the first baseman Welch is taken out, and unintentionally, of course, by Reed Horton, as it's over his head. A little bit of a sign of respect there between the 2 opponents. Picks up the hat, hands it back to him. It's going to be an error on Bracken over there at short, and a runner is on for the Hawks.
Good job by the Hawks getting on base in
Reed Horton there.
Reed Horton there, yeah.
Aiden Froge, he's the designated here tonight. He's got a runner on with nobody out in the top of the first. Stevens checks that runner the pitch. In the dirt. Ben Lale scoops it up, keeps it in front of him. 1-0 with the runner off first base, Horton, as the Hawks try and strike first. He takes off. Lale, throw down to second, it's high, and a grab by his brother Bracken saves probably an extra 90 feet that Horton could have taken.
Great job by Bracken there, just coming in and swooping in and catching that pitch. That throw.
Reed Horton now at second base with a stolen bag. Aiden Froge at the plate with a 2-0 count. Check on the runner at second. Stevens now comes down. Check swing, and they say he went across for strike. Probably was outside, but you saw the umpire point to the bat, recognizing that it's the strike on the swing. 2-1 from the belt. Stevens fires home. Big hack. Right there, Froze was trying to send it into the parking lot in left field. Comes up with nothing. We go to even here at 2-2. Runner off second, Horton, he reached on an error and then stole that back. Stevens checks him. Has that one lined right back up the middle, past the diving second baseman Brown into center field. The run comes home to score, and the Hawks take a 1-0 advantage here in the top of the first.
Great job by the Hawks and Froge right there, getting that RBI single. That's what you want if you're Cheyenne. Just leap out of the gates early.
Froge leaps out early. Man, who'd have thunk? Quentin King, the shortstop, seen him lace a couple of doubles in this tournament. Now here with a runner at first base, Aiden Froge. And that's a callback because originally some of these lineups harder to read. First pitch swinging from King, he fouls it down the third base line. The original spelling looked as though that Aiden Froge was Aiden Frog.
Yes.
And then tonight, when the name was announced, we were not the only one to make that mistake because the handwriting, tough to read, PA announcer called them Frogs. Way outside there, it's 1-1. So that's why we laugh when we say leaps into the lead. It's funny though, because I'm pretty sure Anthony did that not on purpose.
I did not do that on purpose whatsoever.
Quentin King swings at a high fastball, comes up with nothing. 1-2.
But now that we explained it at home, the people back at home will be like, yeah.
Sorry about that to all the Cheyenne fans who had to listen to us say frogs the first time. That's on us.
Yeah.
We got it now, though. Hey, this is the big game for Cheyenne. Had a pretty decent one yesterday in a win over the Powell Pioneers in a 4-3 victory. 1 ball, 2 strikes on King, the 3-hole. Goes outside with the fastball, just trying to get him to chase. Caleb Stevens putting together some competitive pitches, but still looking for that first out of this inning. Comes quick to the plate this time, and gets a cut and a miss. Right what the doctor ordered, it's a strikeout of Quentin King and the first out in the top of the first.
Huge first out, and whenever it's a strikeout for the pitcher on the mound, it just helps his cause and kind of motivates the rest of the team to gather around him.
Kyler Hoff, the third baseman, steps in. Aiden Froge still off first base after that RBI single moments ago. Foul tip off the mask of Ben Lale. He kind of just shakes his head as he'll take a moment here, sets the glove down, and a sign of respect there. Umpires and catchers have a unique relationship, and obviously in that situation, just going to give him a second, go get the ball, wipe off home plate, just let Ben Lale kind of recollect there after the foul ball to the mask. And umpire just says, how many fingers am I holding up? That shows you right there. They're friends. It's always an interesting relationship with the umpire and the catcher. 0-1. Fouled off. 0-2.
I think because umpires kind of feel that. Sometimes foul balls will go off of them, or wild pitches sometimes will skip off an umpire.
The only person who knows what it feels like to get hit by a foul ball are catchers and umpires.
Yes.
At least one that hits straight back to you. 0-2. Strike 3 called. 2 Ks in a row this one. A backwards one for Hoff.
Great job by Stevens there, because that now limits Cheyenne to their last out here in the top of the first, but also kind of puts a thought in the Hawks' mind. If they want to get another run, it might have to be right here.
Runner off first, and a first pitch swing from Mason Maggard. It's a pop-up into shallow left field. Bracken Lale out there to make the catch. He catches the ball, and Bushelman catches him. 3 outs, 1 run across in the top of the first. It's the host team, the Knights' turn to try and match the 1 run or maybe get a lead of their own. We'll be right back here on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Night Invite here in Green River, Wyoming.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
One run comes across in the top of the first, but a couple of punch-outs by Caleb Stevens is a way to limit the damage for sure. Let's go to the bottom of the first and give you the lineup for the host team, the Green River Knights. Leading off, it's the shortstop, Bracken Lale. He'll be followed by the third baseman, Oliver Aiken, batting in the 2-hole. In the 3 slot, it's Ben Lale, the twin of Bracken. He's playing catcher today. And the cleanup hole, it's Skylar Lee, the designated hitter. Batting 5th, Landon Welch, the first baseman. The right fielder, Riker Dane, will bat in the 6th slot. In the 7-hole, it's Jace Paoli, the center fielder. The second baseman, Traven Bound, will bat 8th. And then rounding out the order at the 9-hole, it's the left fielder, Dallin Bushelman. The defensive alignment for the Cheyenne Hawks, let's start with the infield. At first base, it's Caden Tafoya. At second base, Dimitri Cotton, and the third baseman, Kyler Hoff, with the shortstop, Quentin King. The outfield, from left to right, Mason Maggard. In left, Broden Robbins. In center, Reed Horton. In right, the battery today, it's going to be Matt Naughton catching the pitcher, Zach Hall. Jace Andrews, Anthony Colasuono here with the bottom of the first. Bracken Lale to lead us off for Green River. From the windup, the first pitch of the night for Hall. It's a fastball that goes a bit outside. 1-0 the count on Bracken Lale. Bracken swings at the second pitch, flies it into right field. Right there to grab it, hardly moving, is Horton for out number 1.
Good job by Horn there to send the tone on the defensive side, as Bracken Lale is a very dangerous hitter, and to get him retired in the first 2 pitches is huge for Cheyenne.
Well, and he's been kind of due. Last night reached on an error, had a couple of things that really just didn't go away, hit the ball well, never got onto the base pass without that error. And now this Green River Knight team, they had a tie last night, so looking for a win tonight. With 1 out, the first pitch is inside to Oliver Aiken. Almost knocks his helmet off. Has to dodge that one. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Hall continuing here from the windup. Steps with the left foot, comes down the mound. Line drive, 1 hopper to the shortstop, King. He'll throw to first in time for out number 2. Big stretch over there by Tafoya, and quickly 2 gone for the Cheyenne Hawks.
A great 2 quick outs here, and we speak of yesterday, and both these teams are pretty refreshed. Cheyenne played way earlier in the day yesterday, and now are in the night game tonight, and Green River the host, of course, in every single night game. So both these squads got quite a bit of rest and were able to sleep in a little bit before coming to the ball field today.
And that includes Ben Lale, the catcher, who steps up to the plate to take his first hacks of the evening. Zach Hall takes a deep breath, trying to go 1-2-3 here. First pitch swinging right back to him. I mentioned 1-2-3. How about it? Zach Hall gets them in order, and quickly in the bottom of the first, Cheyenne looks to add to their 1-0 lead when we come back. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com.
At Uintah County School District number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. Uintah County School District number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse at what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven. 100 Wasatch and 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
To the second we go. Zach Hall, a masterclass in the bottom of the first, retires the side on less than 10 pitches and in order, of course. That brings back up Caleb Stevens. He's going to have to try and match that, and he's going to face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters of Caden Tafoya, Broden Robbins, and Matt Naughton. Jace Andrews, Anthony Colasuono, appreciate you hanging out with us here on Saturday night. It's Green River versus Cheyenne in day 3 of the night invite here in Green River, Wyoming. And what is a backdrop that you're not going to find in most professional ballparks, plateaus of Wyoming.
Yes, the beautiful Wyoming mountains here, as we see off in left field, houses on top of these mountains, and just a great view to pull up a chair and enjoy some baseball.
How many games do you think those houses catch a year?
Oh, every single one, I bet.
First pitch to Caden Tafoya here in the top of the second is a breaking ball that stays high. 1 ball, no strikes. Once again, Stevens going from the stretch. Fastball, inner half, doesn't find the zone. 2-0. Stevens, the right-handed pitcher here against the left-handed hitting Tafoya. Chops that one through the right side for a base hit. Tafoya starts off the top of the second with a single, and just like the first, the Hawks have the leadoff batter on the base paths.
Great job by Tafoya right there.
Broden Robbins, the center fielder, will step in. He takes his hacks from the left side as well. Tall, standing outfielder with the eye black going down the sides of his cheek. Got the red batting gloves on, too. Pants pulled up above the knees with the high socks. He watches here with the first pitch. He looks to bunt, pulls back. Lael falls momentarily as the ball kind of bounces in the wrong direction. And tough for there as Ben Lael got up and got his feet tangled up with himself and the home plate umpire. It's unfortunately going to be ruled a passed ball on that one. And Caden Tafoya will now advance to second base into scoring position. Broden Robbins with a base hit could potentially double the Hawks' lead from 1-2. Stevens, a long look in. He'll check the runner at second. Tafoya now comes home. Looking at a bunt again, and this one high and at the face of Robbins. Pulls back, he has a 2-0 count. Sun setting to our right. Right in the eyes of the third baseman. Looking to bunt again, pulls back, throw down to third, bounces, and the foot of Tafoya kicks the ball out of the glove of Aiken. Probably would have been safe either way, but hard to catch a ball when a foot is in your glove.
Yeah. A little foot save there by the runner, but now with a 3-0 count, you can definitely look for Cheyenne here to maybe take an actual swing at it instead of trying to bunt.
3-0. Ball 4. A 4-pitch walk puts the 7 slot on, and the 8-hole Matt Naughton will come up. And now you got to watch over there at first as Robbins could be off with the first and third and nobody out. Naughton is the catcher. First righty here of the second, and over there at first, Robbins is playing a little bit of chicken over there. Really moving, hopping around, and I expect him to go on the first pitch. We'll see what play is called for Green River. And Caleb Stevens very much kind of pausing his delivery, making that guy at first base, Robbins, think about it. He takes off. Ben Lael catches a strike and doesn't even worry about Robbins.
Yeah, Robbins has such a good head start there that if Ben threw it to second, you know the runner from third is going to come home and try to score. So smart IQ move by the catcher and Ben Lael.
2 runners in scoring position for Matt Naughton. Takes his second strike. It's 0-2. From the hip, the pitch. Just outside. Maybe a tad bit high as well. It's 1-2. Good frame job there from the catcher, Ben Lael. Doesn't get the strike call. On deck is Dimitri Cotton, the 1-2 pitch. Same spot, 2-2.
And Stevens trying to tie up the batter here in Naughton early on.
Infield pretty much straight up. Corner infielders playing toward the line. Trying to avoid anything going down that area for a double. High and inside. And what was once 0-2 now runs full.
Great job by Non running a count here and forcing Stevens to take those extra pitches he probably doesn't want in his pitch count.
Nobody on first base, but you like to keep it that way. 3-2 in the turf for rather dirt, blocked by Ben Lale. And now we're going to have our first mound visit here and try and talk this thing over, as it's a rough situation, bases loaded, nobody out for Caleb Stevens.
Yeah, rough situation for Green River, but a money ball situation if you're Cheyenne. Bases loaded, no outs. Endless possibilities that you can go with right here with their 8th hole hitter in Dimitri Cotton.
Long conversation up there, and especially after back-to-back walks, a lot of times you just see them say, hey, throw strikes.
Yeah.
And in this situation, there's probably a lot more to think about, and for my inclination, I'm pretty sure he saw something in his windup or stretch that maybe was throwing off his timing, because he was kind of explaining a situation and maybe his pitch motion in that mound visit. Corner infielders are in. Middle infielders at double play depth, so if it goes to the short or second, probably going to try and turn 2. The corner infielders, they're coming home. First pitch, swinging a fastball, fouled away. Dimitri Cotton, the second baseman today, batting in the 9-hole. But for the Cheyenne Hawks team, everybody is a danger. 0-1 Stevens. In the dirt, and a nice block by Ben Lale. It goes right behind him. Couldn't find it for a moment. That's the one good thing about being the host team. He had an entire section to his right, pointing him in the direction of the ball.
It's like a third eye that you have just sitting right behind home plate.
One. Big swing and a miss from Cotton. It's 1-2. And a chance for what would be a huge strikeout. Stevens with the bases loaded and nobody out. Inside, grabbed by Lale, and Ben. I mentioned how he's been extraordinary the past 2 nights. He's continuing that thus far here in night number 3 for the Knights. 2-2. Fouled off. No, foul. It looked fair for a second, but then spun back foul the way I thought it was going. Count remains 2-2. Perfect temperature out here for a baseball game, as it's been a hot one, it's been a cold one, but now 84 degrees with the clouds. It's a perfect one.
It's beautiful.
Outside, and now we've got a 3-2 count. Caleb Stevens on the mound. The Green River Knights down by 1. Really trying to limit any damage at all here. 3-2. Ground ball, chopper, back to the second baseman. He boots it, and everybody's going to be safe. Brown couldn't handle the ball. And on the error, a run comes across to score. It's 2-0, and the bases remain loaded.
Man, just one of those errors in the game that you'd like to take back if you're the Knights.
We go back to the top of the order now and Reed Horton. Bend at the knees and has that one outside. 1-0. Robbins at third, Naughton at second, Cotton at first. Kane Tafoya already in the inning. Stung foul off the very edge of the bat. Horton reached on an error in the first. He came around to score for what was the first run of the game, and just moments ago was the only run of the game. But now Hawks have added another one, 2-0. In the dirt once again, and Ben Lale continues to put on a clinic behind home plate. But right now, it's up to the pitcher, Caleb Stevens, to try and find the zone, 2-1. Pulls the ball in his glove. Fires a fastball high. It's 3-1. Three and one. Caleb Stevens comes to the plate. Strike called. Inner part of the zone with the fastball. We have another full count with the bases loaded. One run in on the air and nobody out in the inning. Stevens, a big pitch here. Up high, ball four. Cheyenne works the walk and a run comes across the score, and that may just do it for Caleb Stevens here.
Yeah, Stevens just, this Cheyenne squad, they take advantage of just about anything they can do on the field, and right now they're just working the count perfectly and just hitting well.
Caleb Stevens' night is done. He goes an inning plus, allows 2 runs, along with a pair of hits and a couple of walks as well. We'll be right back to give you the info on the new pitcher. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Night Invite on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, EAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Bridger Valley Electric Association provides safe, reliable, and affordable electric energy and related services to their member owners in Wyoming and Utah. Bridger Valley Electric is a consumer-owned cooperative.
Brody Fuller will replace Caleb Stevens as he'll come on in relief. This year, 7 innings pitched. He's faced 49 batters, has an 0-1 record, allowed 12 hits, 19 runs, 15 of those earned. He struck out 10, and he has an ERA right at 15. So now with the bases loaded, it's going to be a huge chance for him to try and come up big for his squad here in a 3-0 ball game.
Yeah, for Fuller, it's go time here. He inherits not the greatest situation in the world here with bases loaded and no outs, but for Fuller, if he can get the first out here and just let one run come across, that's the best thing in the world, or possibly open up with a strikeout. That can help a lot.
3-0 the score. Aiden Froge for the Hawks trying to break this one open in the second. Wind is very calm, at least for the time being. Fuller, first pitch. Outside, Ben Lale again sliding to the right, stops it.
Man, Lale has saved so many of those pitches from bouncing behind him so far.
Fuller here working from the stretch. Has kind of a tilt the way he stands on the mound. Fouled off there by Froge at the plate. Count evens up at 1-1. Sun slowly starting to fade behind the trees and mountains to our right. 1-1 from Fuller. That's a line drive into right field, and the second baseman moves into the outfield grass to make the catch. Brown records out number 1. No one goes anywhere, and that's a huge out there for Fuller.
Great heads-up play by Brown and just tracking back, because in that type of situation, the runner from third is definitely not going to tag up, because then it would be an out at the plate as well.
Quentin King struck out in his first AB, but he is certainly capable of giving a ball a ride. One out now, though, for Fuller and the Green River Knights. Breaking pitch finds the zone. Slider starts at his hip, ends up in the zone, and a great pitch. Fuller looks in, gets the sign from catcher Ben Lale. 0-1. On the ground, this could be 2. Bracken scoops, tossed to second for 1, and no chance to get Quentin King, the speedy shortstop. It's a fielder's choice, another run in, 4-0 Cheyenne.
For Cheyenne, you take that fielder's choice. You put another run on the board here. Now it's 4-0 with 2 outs in the top of the second. And this is the type of lead that Cheyenne, wants to get going.
Runners on the corners for the Hawks, and it's Kyler Hoff who struck out looking his last time up. Quentin King takes off. A ground ball. Third baseman has it momentarily. Aiken now corrals it back to first in time. Lost it momentarily, but a great job by Aiken to corral it, get it over to first in time. 3 runs do come across to score to make the score 4-0 Hawks. Green River trying to respond when we come back in the bottom of the second. You're watching here on the My Local Radio Sports Network, the Night Invite.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions.
The very best place to stay when you visit Evanston, Wyoming is the Best Western Dunmar Inn. This amazing hotel is located on 10 beautiful acres and offers clean, comfortable rooms with amazing beds, a fitness center, an outdoor pool, open in the summer, and a wonderful on-site restaurant that provides a complimentary breakfast with every stay, all at an affordable rate. Whenever your travels bring you to Evanston, Wyoming, make all your room reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, 1601 Harrison Drive.
Bottom of the second, a 4-0 advantage for Cheyenne over Green River. Jace Andrews, Anthony Colasuono for the Night Invite Nightcap on day number 3.
Great evening so far here in Green River. As Green River, this is their time to strike. You know, you're down 4-0 here in the bottom second. This is the moment they need to get some hits together. And you don't need to score all 4 runs here. You don't. If you can put 1 or 2 across, that puts enough pressure on the Hawks that now they got to think a little bit different.
Just got to slowly chip away.
And we saw that in the game right forward with Pocatello versus Jackson. Jackson jumped out to a 3-1 lead at the end of the bottom first, and through the next 3 innings, Pocatello started chipping away, then all of a sudden just broke through in the top of the 6th with 3 runs when it was tied 3-3.
8 batters came to the plate in the top of the second inning. 3 of them score, and now Green River has 4, 5, and 6 to bat. Skylar Lee to lead us off. Lee, a tall, standing right-handed hitter, and the DH today takes a first pitch fastball for strike 1. Wearing the number 0. Saw a 00 earlier today. 0-1 from Hall. Strike number 2, and I'll tell you what, Zach Hall went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second, or the first rather, and it did it in less than 10 pitches. Yeah. 2 pitches in here, he's got an 0-2 count on the 4-slot Lee. See what he does here. Just outside, a great pitch. Lee, though, lays off. 1-2. Deep breath in the mound from Hall. Steps with the right foot. Now comes down home. Strike 3 called. The first strikeout of the day for Hall. It's a backwards K on Skylar Lee.
What a day for pitchers here, and a little baseball history fact. On this day in 1990, Oakland's David Stewart and the Dodgers' Fernando Valenzuela both throw no-hitters. Stewart blinks the Blue Jays 5-0, and a few hours later, Valenzuela beats the Cardinals 6-0.
Lander Welch will be the batter. I've got a trivia question for you in a moment.
All right.
Welch launches it into center field, but it kind of hangs up for the center fielder Robbins. It's a one pitch out on Lander Welch, and there's quickly 2 gone. Dodger Stadium. It's located in a certain geographical location.
Okay.
Can you name me the geographical location?
Oh, jeez. It's probably not just in general LA. It's an area in LA, correct?
Elon said it to my left, but I want to see if you got it. Yes. Strike. Lower Park. I say that because Fernando Valenzuela was one of the key contributors to really having the stadium become in that area, and a big reason why there's a lot of Hispanic culture in the Dodgers organization. Strike 2 called, 0-2. You got one more pitch possibly because it's 0-2 here. I'm going to tell you the answer before we go to break.
Oof. Trying to think here.
Riker Day in the right fielder with an 0-2 count. Zach Hall looking to mow down the Knights once again. Line drive, it's a base hit up the middle for Riker. A little slow. Shortstop throws, not in time. That ball slowed up on the dirt, and Riker, with his speed, able to keep my statement true of a base hit.
Great base hit there by Riker, and also just running that out.
Runner off first is Dane. Jace Paoli at the plate. Takes a strike on the inner half. Want the answer?
Yeah.
Chavez Ravine.
Chavez Ravine.
Home of Dodger Stadium. 3rd oldest ballpark in the major leagues. You know the other few, though. Up high. Throwback to first. Slides in safely is Dane. You know the other 2 oldest stadiums, though. That's really easy.
Boston and Wrigley. Fenway and Wrigley.
Okay, I was about to say Boston.
Home of the Boston Red Sox.
Correct. 1 ball, 1 strike. First time we're seeing Hall from the stretch. Line drive, right side, going to be on the ground. Dive by the second baseman past his outstretched glove. And back-to-back singles have Green River with a potential 2-out rally here. Jace Paoli, I tell you what, he's having a great weekend. Bandit playing on the speakers as Green River Knights trying to steal a couple runs with 2 outs. Traven Brown, the second baseman. Tell you what, as the first pitch from Hall set to go here. Fly ball into shallow right center field. The second baseman jumps, it's not able to grab it. Coming on home to score. The first run is Riker Dane. 4-1, 2 outs, no problem for Green River. They get a run across.
That's what
3 singles in a row. And just what I was saying, you had Traven Brown last inning, made an error.
Yes.
Guess what? Makes up for it here.
There you go. And just like we were all saying earlier, this is the type of momentum Green River needs. Just score 1 or 2 here, it changes the complexion of this ball game.
Bouncer, third baseman, has a throw on the run right on target. Tafoya squeezes the mitt. Hoff with the throw. Green River, though, gets one back. 4-1 as we head to the Uinta I Envision 3rd inning here on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Night Invite.
On your way to Flaming Gorge or the Uinta, stop in at the store, formerly known as the Cash Store in Fort Bridger, to top up on gas or grab those last-minute snacks. Visit the store today in Fort Bridger, Wyoming. The store is proud to support the students of the Bridger Valley.
Dad, I feel like I got something in my eye.
Let me have a look. Natural protective features of the eye, such as eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes, and tears, are not always enough. I've been helping people for 14 years, removing anything from metal, glass, or plastic from their eyes. I've even removed a bug that flew into my own eye. At Uinta I Envision, we can help you find the perfect eye protection for playing sports or performing hazardous work to help prevent eye injuries.
Call Uinta I Envision today to schedule your appointment to protect your precious eyesight. Uinta I Envision, 307-789-3937.
It was 3 singles by the 6, 7, 8 hitters Riker Dane, Jace Paoli, and Traven Brown to push across the first run for the Green River Knights and cut in to make this deficit 4-1. We'll have 5, 6, and 7 up for the Cheyenne Hawks. Mason Maggard, Caden Tafoya, Broden Robbins all getting their second plate appearance, but the first time seeing the new pitching, Brody Fuller. Maggard flew out. Tafoya and Robbins were both on base. Tafoya with the single, Robbins with a walk. Both of them came around to score back in the second in that 3-run inning. Maggard, the lefty. So we'll have a couple of lefties in a row here. Fuller on the mound. Technically his second inning of work because he got all 3 outs in that second inning. First pitch chopped down the first base line. It'll go on the foul side of the first base bag, though, for strike 1.
Yeah, barely foul, though. Just that tended a little bit more to the left. You could be seeing that as a fair ball.
Busy night here at the ballpark. Stratton Meyer popping. Trucks in center field. People all around. And a ball into right field. Jump and caught. Riker Dane in right field makes a leaping grab. And there is out number 1 here of the top of the third. Nice piece of hitting by Maggard, just unable to get it over the outstretched arm of Riker Dane. And Caden Tafoya, who singled to lead off the 2-run, or rather 3-run top of the second. Now here to take his second hacks of the game. Fuller has the strike there. And I tell you what, Fuller, who's only had 7 innings of work this season, has come in and had a very tough situation, worked around it relatively smooth, and has now gotten the first out and a first pitch strike on the second batter in the third, and now has that one popped straight up. Home run in a silo, a foul ball here in Green River. Man, that was yours. That
was mine.
If it wasn't for that dang bush. Speaking of Bushelman's in left field. 0-2 from Fuller. Great pitch, but holding up is Tafoya. And you kind of saw the muscles clench there, but no swing of the bat. 1-2. Perfect 0-2 pitch, though. A slider that just drops.
Amazing 1-2 pitch.
1-2. Chopper, couple of hops. Brown's going to have to hurry. He has it. He fires. He gets him out. Quickly 2 gone as Brody Fuller looking for a 1-2-3 inning of his own. Brings up Broden Robbins, the center fielder. On the day, he is 0-for-0. Walked and came around to score, has a stolen bag to his name. Third lefty of the inning. Third batter of the inning. Brody Fuller looking for the third out of the inning. The lean, the pitch. Breaking pitch stays high, 1 ball, no strikes. Sun finally beyond the mountains.
For Cheyenne, it's going to be imperative here to try to get something going here with 2 outs.
1-0. And you could tell he wanted to hold up on that swing, but he was way far gone. Swinging strike 1. He almost had that full swing before he finally started to stop.
Yeah.
1-1. And again, another check swing, another strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. What can Fuller do for you?
Yep. I don't want to go that way.
1-2. Cut on and missed. Brody Fuller retires the side in order and sets down the 5, 6, 7 holes. We go to the bottom of the third. You're watching the night invite here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation on mylocalradio.com.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelos has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelos also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelos is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road. Covelos Auto Farm Service.
Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Brody Fuller, who comes in with just 7 innings of work on the season against a talented Cheyenne Hawks lineup. 1, 2, 3 in the top of the third. We go to the bottom half here. We go to the top of the order. Bracken Lale, Oliver Aiken, and Ben Lale, the batters for the Green River Knights. Down by 3 in this 4-1 ball game.
And for the situation for Green River, it's going to be big. If they can get another run on, there's still a lot of baseball left to be played here tonight. And, you know, they had a good 2-out rally going that, you know, if just a few more hits went their way earlier on, you could have been looking at more runs on the board.
Well, right now it's something to build off of. You know you had the offense rolling there, 3 singles in a row to score your first run. And now you get the top of the order here against a guy that you've seen once. Now, I will say, Hulse had a pretty good outing. Those 3 batters that got the singles have really been the only scuffle, smudge, whatever you want to call it on his line thus far. Bracken flew out his first time up. Back in the bottom of the first. Now here in the third, the first pitch from Hall to him. Breaking pitch that finds the zone, and I'm telling you what, Hall continues to just rack up the first pitch strikes, and that is exactly why he is continuing to have success on the mound. So huge on this level of play. 0-1. That stays inside, drops a little low as well. Good eye by Bracken. 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup here, the 1 ball, 1 strike pitch from Zach Hall. Steps to the left, swings through the pitch. Right-handed hitting Bracken Lale with a 1-2 count. Nobody out here on the bottom of the third. Knights trying to scratch another run across and cut another 3-run deficit. Up high, and you could see Bracken wanted to go. Man, those high fastballs just like candy, and got to understand that they are not candy. 2-2, the deep breath, the step with the left foot, coming down the mound, Hall. Just high, Bracken there, man, he took like a half step toward the dugout. 3-2. What will Hall do? Full count. Swung on and missed. The foul tip into the mitts. Strikeout numero dos for Hall.
Number 5, Oliver Aiken.
Third inning starts out just the same as the second for Zach Hall with a strikeout. Oliver Aiken grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. Has the pink and blue bat.
I like the pink and blue bat. Stylish.
Very nice, very nice. First pitch swinging, popped into foul territory. Catcher racing over, but it goes out of play. Talked about this with Elon on a previous game today. What's the craziest bat that you have seen wood bat? And you cannot say number 2 pencil that has already been taken by Elon.
2 pencil. Oh my goodness.
I saw a lollipop one. I'll repeat mine because, I was the one who asked the question, I guess, originally. Have you seen anything?
One as well.
You've seen a lollipop one too? Actually decently popular. Fouled off, make it 0-2. Aiken, 0-2. Hall, loving the windup. That's behind. Did it tip him? It did. He's going to get first base on the hit by pitch.
For Green River, you take bases any way you can get them at the moment. If that's hit by pitch, walk, a single, double, triple, you name it, you take it.
One out and a runner on now for Ben Lail. He had a grounder back to the pitcher to end the first inning for the Green River Knights. See what Aiken will do over there at first base. He has some speed and a decent lead. On the ground, back up the middle. Second baseman Cotton. Flip to King for one. On to first, the pick not made. Tafoya had it in and out of his glove, and the umpire originally called him out, realized that the ball was not in the mitt of Tafoya, and then called him safe. So it's a fielder's choice as Lail will reach. Aiken cut down, and Skylar Lee steps up after striking out looking his first time. Tall stance for Lee, a ball back up the middle, a dive, and it's through the middle for a base hit. Past the diving shortstop King, Cotton couldn't get to it as well, the second baseman.
Now batting, number 9, Lander Welch.
Runners at first and second, and do I smell another 2-out rally brewing?
Could be. And you just gotta love those little hits that just dribble by everyone. Just take those lucky bounces.
Lander Welch, the first baseman who flew out to the center fielder his first time up. Now with one batting glove on, one off, has a chance to cut into this lead a little more. In the dirt, staying put on the runner. This is a nice block by Naughton, keeps it in front of him. 1-0 with 2 outs. Dugout over there for Green River starting to find the energy. Oh, long hold. Pitch over the head, a duck from Lander Welch. And they're trying to get in the head of Zach Hall right now as he's having to go from the stretch. And we have seen he loves the windup. The stretch maybe makes him a tad bit uncomfortable. Time called by Welch. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Hall checks the runner. The pitch. Low, throw back to second, sliding in, he is out. Not the way he wanted to end that inning whatsoever, as it's Ben Lail who gets too far off the bag at second, and the pick back from Naughton gets him and ends what could have been a nice 2-out rally. It was ball 3-2. Would have been 3-0 with runners at first and second instead. We go to the top of the 4th inning, and still Cheyenne on top 4-1. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
To the 4th we go, and Brody Fuller comes in for now his 3rd inning of work. 8-9-1, Matt Naughton, Dimitri Cotton, Reed Horton. And speaking of Matt Naughton, baseball has a funny way of when you make a good play, you end up leading off the next inning. Matt Naughton had an incredible throw down to second on the pickback to get Ben Lail out and retire the side in the 3rd. Now he steps up to be the first batter to face Brody Fuller, who's coming off a 1-2-3 3rd.
Great job by the Cheyenne defense, and they even turned that defense into offense on the other side.
Beautiful sunset skies on the right field skyline as the lights begin to power up here at Stratton Myers Ballpark.
Batting first for the Hawks is number 12, Matt Newton.
Catcher Naughton walked today in his one-plate appearance. This is his first time facing off against Fuller. First pitch. Big hack and a miss. Breaking ball. Gets him out in front. Another swing and a miss, and I'm telling you, Fuller's found something. He is beginning to roll here. Now he's just got to keep it going, though. Especially with people who have seen him before starting to roll in. Oh, and 2. 4-1 the score. Hawks, 3-run lead, not safe whatsoever. They know that. They're trying to increase it. Fuller's 0-2. Lined hard into deep left field. Going back is Bushelman. He has it at the fence. Right on the warning track, retires Naughton, and there's one gone on a loud out here in the 4th.
Great track down by Bushman down in left field. That one looked like it was on a string and headed for out of this park, but Bushman, great job getting the first out.
Dimitri Cotton, who reached on an error by Brown the first time up, will step into the plate. Fuller's pitch is sliced foul. That was a late swing. He saw the breaking ball and just decided to swing way late. Oh, and 1. The pitch. Fouls off. Kind of a similar swing there, a slice. It's 0 and 2. One out. Dimitri Cotton with an 0-2. Fuller goes with the breaking pitch in on the hands. First ball we've seen here for Fuller in the inning. One and 2, the pitch. Foul tip just away from the catcher, Lale. Fuller again here, coming with the 1-2. On the ground, Bracken has it. Little crow hop across the diamond, pulls the first baseman Welch off the bag. The errant throw is going to result in a runner on. Second error of the game by Bracken, third error of the game on the Green River Knights. All 3 by the middle infielders. Back to the top of the order, Reed Horton. He pops it straight in the air. Bracken on the infield grass makes the catch. 2 outs.
Great pitch by Fuller, just forcing Cheyenne just to hit on one that wasn't in the best position, pop straight up for that out.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it weren't for the errant throw, you'd have another 1-2-3 inning and 6 straight, or rather 7 straight retired by none other than Brody Fuller. On the ground, hard hit, a hard hop, and that's going to result in a base hit. As, man, today the grass has just been brutal to some of these fielders. That ball took a strong hop into the left shoulder of Aiken over there at third.
Well, he's kind of throughout the day, and, you know, the the ball field's in immaculate condition, but just some days the grass just a little bit thicker, some days a little bit shorter. Just, we sent some weird hops today that allowed for some great singles.
It's Quentin King now as Aiden Froge with that base hit. Fuller will check the runner at second. Now the pitch. It's up high. And for Fuller here, you got to realize you've made great pitches. There's nothing you've done wrong. Just continue what you've been doing. You'll get rewarded. No reason to clinch up and force yourself into even more uncomfortable situations here. Look at the runner a couple times. Now comes home. A big hack. Comes up with nothing, though, and it's strike one to Quentin King. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on in the inning. A 3-run lead for the Hawks as they try to boost that up here in the top of the 4th. Fuller with a bit of a lean at the mound. The 1-2, or 1-1 rather. And over the head of King. Brody Fuller on the mound, shaking stuff off, trying to get back in the strike zone here. Inside hits King, and the bases will be loaded. For the 4 slot, Kyler Hoff.
Huge situation here for Kyler Hoff to get another run in here for Cheyenne.
Hoff today 0 for 2, a strikeout looking and a ground out. And this is where we start seeing what Brody's got in the bag, because these guys that he's now facing have seen him once before.
Mm-hmm. The second go-around, they're going to be a lot more familiar to what he's dealing.
Just got to calm down here. He's made some great pitches. He's just got to get back in the zone. First pitch strike, it's exactly what you needed there. This will be a huge momentum shift if Green River can get out of this. Outside, and Fuller there kind of fell off the mound, may have been a part of the reason the ball was so far outside. And I say that not because you're not allowing any run, but just because you had some errors in the inning. This inning should have been over multiple times, unfortunately, and it's not. But if your pitcher can put your team on the back and say, hey, I got you, it's going to bring the team together. There's the strike. 1-2, fastball in the upper part of the zone. Brody Fuller, a big chance in a big moment. 2 outs, bases loaded, 1-2. The pitch. Just outside, it gets away from the catcher Lael. Run is going to come home to score. Pass ball gets the lead back to 4. It's 5-1. Now you also have a runners at second and third. Still 2 strikes, though. Out of ball, it's 2-2. Fuller here. Now just trying to limit the damage to just the 1 run. Hoff at the plate. Cuts through it! And Brody Fuller has a great inning, but unfortunately a run does come across to score, and immediately Ben Lael goes up to his pitcher and says, hey, that's on me, let's get it right back. And Green River will try and do exactly that. Down by 4, in the bottom of the 4th we go. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation here on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Three and a half through this game, an hour into this game, right on schedule as Green River tries to cut back into this deficit. They had gotten it to 3, but the run in the top of this inning pushes it back to a grand slam lead, and it'll be up to Lander Welch, who, man, you just think back now to the bottom of the third and look at it a little more heavy. Had runners at first and second, yes, 2 outs, but it was going to be a 3-0 count to Lander Welch. He now has to reset here because Ben Lale was picked off by the catcher to end the inning. Got too far off second base. And now you have Hall, who goes back to the windup where he has been ever so great. First pitch, though, is high for ball 1. Potentially starting to see the fatigue factor stretch set in. There it is. Line down the right field line, foul. And that would have been a double had it gotten just a couple of feet to the left.
That's a game of mere inches, right?
Baseball's
there.
a game of inches, man. It's crazy. Where you hit it off the bat, if you hit it a centimeter off, you can hit a home run, or you can pop it in the air. That's why they're athletes.
Yeah.
They somehow know the difference between that. 1-1. On the ground to the third baseman. An awkward hop, it gets past him. Man, that third base side has just been a torment to the hot corner all day. That's a single, though, to lead off the inning for the Knights. On what is a pretty good inning to try and cut into the lead, and I think they want those lights off the truck.
Yeah. Looks like the truck might be pulling out here, so it'll be good to continue.
All right, so if you ever want to stop the game here, go turn on your brights and go sit in center field. I'll get a delay going. Runner off first, Welch. Riker Dane at the plate. He singled his last time up. Hits him right in the backside. 2 runners on with nobody out. And Green River, and they smell blood.
Hey, Green River's now buzzing. 2 runners on base here in the bottom of the 4th.
Jace Paoli, who has been on an absolute tear this weekend, steps up. Maybe one of the hottest hitters here in the night invite. And I'm not just saying that because we have the same name. Hall having to go from the stretch. Mentioned he seems to be a bit more uncomfortable in that situation, and he almost throws it back. That's real close to being a balk. He was very close to coming forward, in my opinion. No call, though, so we'll remain put. Here's the pitch. Just outside. One ball. No strikes. Green River down by 4. Check on the runner. Slide step comes home, a strike. Fastball there from Hall, and a slide step that we haven't seen that much from Hall tonight, kind of maybe trying to throw the timing off for Paoli. Count even at 1. First baseman in on the grass, along with third baseman closer to the grass, not touching it though, but definitely in that hole. Inside on Jace. 2-1. Lander Welch at second. Riker Dane at first. Both of them having singles in this inning. Or rather, single and a hit by pitch. Paoli lines it over the head of the second baseman. Right fielder Horton launches the ball home, and they're going to have to hold Welch at third, but it's bases loaded, nobody out. And Taven Brown, who has the only RBI on the night, will step in.
scary here. And Cheyenne's going to keep in mind that he's the only Green River hitter with an RBI, so he's put one into fair ground quite a bit as a mound meeting here for the Hawks.
I think we may have a pitching change here.
Yeah.
Someone's running in to go get the glove. What is he doing? Somebody ran to the dugout. It was the shortstop.
Yes, looks like he might have.
Looks like he wanted a new hat. Ah, he ran out of bubble gum. That was what.
Gotta have the bubble gum.
Baseball players are superstitious, man.
Yes.
He had the bubble gum all game in his back pocket, forgot to bring it out this inning, and he's thinking, oh my gosh, get that thing back. I'm just playing. I don't know what he went in for. I couldn't tell you. Hall will stay out there, and the first trouble he's had pretty much all game. 3 singles were trouble with this one. A lot bigger. Bases loaded, nobody out. Traven Brown up. Breaking ball fouled off right side. To recap the inning up until this point, Lander Welch started off with a single that had an awkward hop on the third baseman. Riker Dane was then hit by a pitch, and Jace Paoli had a line drive over the head of the second baseman. Runner at every bag. And the 0-1 pitch to Traven Brown. He swings just late there at the breaking ball. A good pitch to hit, and that's why he swung, but he recognized it too late.
Yeah, if he had that on, we could be looking at damage here.
Mound meeting has worked to perfection to this point. He's got an 0-2 count on the 8-slot Brown. From the stretch, deep breath, comes home. Cut on and missed. A huge strikeout there for Hall, and a mound visit that works to perfection.
Man, sometimes you just need that mound visit, and right now for Hall, he's working.
It's the left fielder, Dallin Bushelman. Grounded out to end the second with the pink and blue bat. Trying to help out his squad in any way here. First pitch, popped up, foul territory, out of play. And this is huge right now because you have the back part of the lineup. If they can do something, help flip this lineup over, they're going to have a good thing. And we got time called here. Something's going on in left field, left center field. We got more lights. All right, they're car lights. Not a laser beam. We're fine. Let's keep going. 0-1. Runner at every base. From the stretch, comes home. Breaking ball stays up high. Lander Welch at third, Riker Dane at second, Jace Paoli at first. The 9-slot, Dallin Bushelman trying to come up big for his squad. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Popped in the sky, foul territory. Catcher can't find it, and it landed in the grass right in front of us. Naughton couldn't find that, and an extra life here for Dallin Bushelman. One and two. Hall settles his feet in, pulls the ball up, down to the hip, fires the 1-2. Just low, good eye by Bushelman. That was a heavy dropping breaking ball. Where that crossed the plate, man, you really wanted to swing at it.
Yeah.
But it was low. 2-2. Gets the sign from his catcher, Naughton. Just outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nowhere to put Bushelman. Knights trying to claw back, down by 4.
Amazing work by Bushelman, just fighting every single pitch.
Welch at third, Dane at second, Paoli at first. Hall, the pitch to Bushelman. In the air, infield, it's an infield fly called First baseman catches it. 2 outs. Infield fly rule was called, so he was going to be out either way, but now you flip the lineup over, and it's 2 outs, though, for Bracken Lale, who was 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to start the first, struck out to start the third. First time he'll bat with a runner on base, and he's got 3 of them. All comes down with the first pitch to him. Breaking pitch, doesn't find the zone. With the lights shining down, it's a big moment here for the leadoff slot. Bracken Lale for the Knights. Needing some runs, and they're, okay, I understand that one. Those lights are freaking, I don't know what they're doing in center field.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Polaris. Okay. I was like, those are some bright car lights. It's the Polaris. Makes a lot more sense now. 1 ball, no strikes here at the plate. Lale watches a strike. Slight breeze starting to roll through. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hall, ball at the hip. Comes down the mound with the 1-1. In the dirt, hitters count for Bracken Lale. Bracken, the 6th batter this inning. Really like to push across something here. Had bases loaded, nobody out. Just outside, 3-1. You've got a 3-1 hitters count for your leadoff slot. And a guy who's been due pretty much all weekend. What can Bracken Lale do as the Knights sit down by 4? On the ground, right side, first baseman, gloves. It's a race to first base, and it's won by Tafoya. Dives in time, bases loaded, nobody out. No problem for Zach Hall. No runs come across to score, and the Knights still remain down by 4. Top of the 5th we go. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Auto, home, life, renters, and business all have one thing in common. They all need insurance. Choosing the right agent is always hard. Choose the agent that takes a professional and individual approach to each client. At Farmers Insurance in Lyman, you will find that agent. Farrell is a down-to-earth person who loves hunting, fishing, and above all, his family. Come in and visit him and his friendly staff for a quote today at 37 Mountain Meadow Street, Suite B in Lyman. Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintacountycd.com.
Fifth inning, 5 runs for Cheyenne, and they're trying to increase that here. Tell you what, I want to go back to that play to end the 4th on what was a great play by the first baseman, Caden Tafoya. He had to stab the ball on a bouncer to his right as a lefty, and then immediately had to race a pretty speedy Bracken Lale to first base, and he won it on a dive.
Yeah.
In a big spot, too. Pressure on, calm and collective. Tafoya gets the out. And he'll be up to bat second in this inning. First, it's Mason Maggard, though.
Tafoya just all-out effort, and that's going to get your team hyped the rest of the way through, and just, let your teammates know that you're all in.
5, 6, and 7 up. Last time these 3 were up to have an inning, they went down in order to the pitcher on the mound, Brody Fuller, in what was his 2nd inning of work, now working in his 4th inning of work. All lefties here. And a first pitch ball on the inside part. As it runs in, a little slider piece from Fuller. Foul down the first base line, out in front there. The night grows darker here in Green River as the clouds cover the rest of the remaining sunset. High, deep drive, right field, pushing him back. It one-hops the wall. Racing to second, and a leadoff boot of a double for Mason Maggard.
Stand-up leadoff double, that's huge.
Well, I tell you, as the clouds block the sunset, the hope for the Green River Knights also grows dimmer.
What they need to do here is, let that one go and try to get 3 straight outs here. You don't want that runner to come around and score, because once you let one around the Hawks, they start to feast.
Well, and we talk about the 4-run lead and a 5-run lead and how different that feels in baseball. You have the grand slam, in theory, one hit could get you back to a tie game. You get to that 5-run lead, it's not the same. New batter, Caden Tafoya, ended the 4th inning on what was an excellent play. Now a chance here to help himself out, help his team out. Tafoya on the ground, first baseman. Welch grabs, races to first, beats him, but his job is done. He moved over Mason Maggard in what is a key insurance run over there.
Yeah, and that was the main job of Tafoya right there. Either get on base and move Maggard that way, or get some sort of play.
Broden Robbins, the center fielder, he is the last, I believe. Oh, he looks like a lefty over there too. Nah, he's a righty. He's the last of the 3 lefties in a row. Outside, breaking pitch there, unable to catch any part of the zone. First cloudy night we've had here in Green River of the weekend. (1-0) makes it 2-0 with that outside pitch. Five to 1 your score. Potential 6th run for the Hawks stands at third base. Both these teams have one more game left in the tournament. Pitch up high, 3-0. Green River will take on Rawlins tomorrow evening. Anthony Colasuono and Elon Olive will have the call for you on that one. And then the Cheyenne team takes on Riverton in the 5:30 game tomorrow evening. Elon Olive and Anthony Colasuono will have the call for you on that one as well. There's a strike on the 3-0 pitch, finds the zone. A walk isn't terrible here because it sets up the double play. However, probably going to expect Steele to be on if he gets on. Well, may not have to worry about it as he takes a big hack through that pitch. Full count. 3-0 to 3-2. Fuller trying to work backward here. Slider doesn't find the zone, and laying off it was Broden Robbins. It's a base on balls and runners on the corners for Matt Naughton, the catcher. Little mound meeting here between the catcher Ben Lale and Brody Fuller. Brody walked Brode in, and that's what the runner is on first base. Five to 1 the score. Cheyenne threatening here in the top of the 5th, though. Runner takes off on the first pitch, strike called, and as I expected, they're just going to let him take it there.
Yeah, such a great take off that. There is no reason to throw to second.
It's not going to go in this way in a scorebook just because you give him the stolen bag, but
yeah,
that's effectively defensive indifference. a 1 outside. One ball, one strike, one out. Here comes the pitch. Strike call to 1-2. Tell you what, with 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out, strikeout here does exceptional things.
Yes.
Brody Fuller, been solid all night and been solid on that pitch. Strike 3 swinging for Matt Naughton. It's the 3rd strikeout of the evening for Fuller and a huge out number 2. Dimitri Cotton, the second baseman. He's been on twice today, both times reaching on errors. First pitch fouled straight back as he just missed that one. 0-1. And once again, Brody Fuller here. No runs have come across just yet for Green River, knock on wood. But you still need one more out with the 9 slot here. Good breaking pitch, but Dimitri Cotton doesn't bite.
For Fuller here, again, the out number 3 is crucial in this moment.
You keep the deficit at 4. You put your boys back with the bat. Deep breath, 1-1. In the dirt, great block by Ben Lell to save a run. Two balls, 1 strike, and a line drive into right field, but hardly having to move is Riker Dane, and Brody Fuller continues to have a masterclass effort on the mound. Just 1 run to his name, and he keeps the deficit at 4 as the runner gets to third, but is stranded there. We go to the bottom of the 5th. What can Green River do for you? We'll let you know when we come back here at the Night Invite on mylocalradio.com.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Hiking in the summer, hunting in the fall, and sledding in the winter are a vital part of living in Lyman, Wyoming. Visiting the historic Heritage Park with its splash pad and updated playground are a must for summertime activities. Visit the new Frisbee Golf Course and make new memories with your family and friends. The town of Lyman is a quiet, peaceful place with some of the best residents in the state. Stop in today and make some new friends and memories that will last forever.
2, 3, and 4 for Green River as they continue to try and take on what has been an extraordinary outing in this pitcher, Zach Hall, for the Cheyenne Hawks. Jace Andrews, Anthony Colasuono joining you here from Green River, Wyoming on his night 3 of the Night Invite. Watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation here on mylocalradio.com. Appreciate whichever way you're watching us, whether that's on YouTube or on the website.
Of course, we'll also have day 4 tomorrow, final day, so much more baseball to come.
Yeah, kind of a look ahead here. Schedule for tomorrow, it's Lockwood, the Montana team, taking on Lovell in game number 1. I'll have the call for you then. Powell versus Jackson. It'll be me and Anthony Colasuono for that one. Pocatello versus Laramie will be the 3rd game of the day. Me and Elin Olaf will get the call for you, and then Elin Olaf and Anthony Colasuono will have the last 2 games, Riverton versus Cheyenne and Green River versus Rawlins. Those aren't set in stone. I was just guessing for you two. I just put your names in there. First pitch swinging for Oliver Aiken, and he fouls it away. It's a real buggy night tonight.
Yes.
Bugs flying around everywhere. That's how you know it's summer. It's June, all right. and late June. Fouled straight back into the sea of bugs. Good gosh. I probably took out 5 of them.
Yeah.
0-2 here.
There's probably like hundreds of them up there, so.
Here, try. Aiken today reached once on a hit by pitch, otherwise he's 0 for 1. Got stranded or actually got thrown out at second on a fielder's choice. From the windup, the 0-2. Just inside. I'd say Green River had an extraordinary opportunity last inning. Bases loaded, nobody out, was unable to push across any runs. And with the 5th inning here, you really need to make it apparent that got to start fighting back. First on the ground, and that's a tough hop for the third baseman, Hoff. Can't make the play, and an E5 allows for Oliver Aiken to reach. Ben Lale, ground out in a fielder's choice. And I guarantee you, he wants to get on.
Yeah.
He had the unfortunate mishap of getting thrown out at second base when there was 2 runners on and 2 outs and a 3-0 count at the plate. He wants to try and make up for that right now, and he can do so. Slide back on the pickoff attempt, safely in as Aiken. Five to 1. Deep breath from Hall. Pitch is fouled straight back. And I can tell that these Green River Knights are starting to hone in a little bit on Hall. They're just missing him. You saw Oliver Aiken fouled a couple of pitches straight back. Now you see Ben Lale fouling a couple of pitches straight back. 0-1. Inside. Dropped at the plate by Naughton, no advance from Oliver Aiken. One ball, one strike. On the ground, a dive through the left side. Maybe nicks off the glove of Quentin King. And 2 runners on with nobody out. And the 4 slot, Skylar Lee steps in.
Right now, it could possibly be nighttime here for Green River. And yeah, that's the pun right there. But right now, Lee, when he gets hitting and just sees a good ball, he can just hit it so far, and that can bring a run or maybe 2 across. But if not, right now the goal for Lee is to load those bases.
The upward standing tall DH with runners off first and second, Skylar Lee at the plate. Step off from Hall, looks the runner back. No throw, though. Aiken over there at second. Five to 1 your score. Checking on the runner. The pitch. Lee fouls it away on the right side. Check on that runner. Comes home on a slide step. Fastball. Strike called. Skylar Lee today, 1 for 2. Strikeout looking and a single. Check on the runner. Hall, long hold at the hip. Throw back to second, slide, safe. Close play over there. Tag applied by Quentin King.
Very close play, and if you're the runners for Green River right now, you need to keep an eye on that because one late step by the runner on second, that could have been an out.
Hold at the hip. Check on the runner. Hall the pitch. Strike 3. Skylar Lee looks at strike 3 for the second time today, and a big out number 1 for the Cheyenne Hawks. Lander Welch, who is 1 for 2 on the day as well, singled in his last time up and left stranded at third last inning. With the batting glove on the left and the bare hand on the right, he grips the bat and tries to help out his team here. Hall the check on the runner, and time called. We've seen it. Lander Welch does not take anything from the pitchers in terms of waiting. If you're going to let him wait there for a while, he's going to call time, which the batter has every right to. Wiggle of the bat. Slide step pitch, stays low. 1 ball, no strikes. Lander rather, steps in, holds that bat up now. Watch the runner at second. Hall, he throws to first, and the ball is dropped over there. Now that was a sneaky move. Interesting choice. I truly think that Ben Lale over there would have been safe, but he tries it either way. I wonder if Tafoya was ready for that. Hit high in the air, right side, foul territory. It is going out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lale at first, Oliver Aiken. The runner standing at second base. Lander Welch with a 1 ball, 1 strike count. And Hall at the mound checking the runner, and time called. And he doesn't do it. Lander Welch does not wait for anything. Listen, if you're going to stand there, we're going to waste my time, fine, I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, and that's a way where you can mess with the pitcher's cadence as
Get into
well.
his mental game. Very much so. Here's the 1-1 now. Up at the head. And a stare down from Welch. And I'm telling you, I think you're exactly right, Anthony. That time here has just really hindered Hall and his cadence and the way that he's been able to kind of carry himself in this game. We mentioned how he's definitely been more comfortable from the windup, but he's gotten to do that for a majority of this game. In regards to the past couple innings, he's had more runners on, but since he's gotten to the stretch, he's just looked a tad bit more uncomfortable than he has from the windup. And I think Naughton there is going to go out and say, hey, don't worry about the batter. You do what you want. He calls time, cool, whatever. We'll keep doing it.
Just brush it off and keep on going. But for Welch, it's the mind games here. He wants to try to get on base.
2-1. Bottom of the 5th here. Knights trying to claw back in this 5-1 game. Slide step, strike called. Yeah, I think Welch may have called time because Welch has been smart to not put his hand up and say, hey, time, because he knows he doesn't have to be granted it. I truly think he may have called it, and the umpire said no this time. Count goes to 2-2. Hall at the hip, checks the runner, comes home. Cut and miss. Lander Welch loses the battle there to Zach Hall.
Good way for a Hall just to persevere through that. That was a tough duel right there.
Well, I see how he's been uncomfortable in the stretch. May have figured something out. He's got runners on second and first. He's had him there since nobody out, and he now has 2 outs on a back-to-back strikeouts. Riker Dane, a single and a hit by pitch today. First pitch swinging, fouled back, and unfortunately for Oliver Aiken, he had third base stolen.
Yeah.
Don't know if that was Aiken just taking off or a hit-and-run situation. The runner at first, Ben Lale, did not go. Right-hander, Riker Dane facing the right-hander, Zach Hall. And before the pitch, he'll step off. And I'll tell you what, he is holding that leg strong, but he's very close to coming forward before he goes and turns. The 0-1 pitch. Hall, couple of checks. Swings that one. It's not a foul ball. It gets away from the catcher, and the runners move up 90 feet each.
Even that puts
Base hit here does a lot of big things.
Yeah, 3-2 in a 0-2 count. If he can notch one into the outfield here, they could spell good things for Green River.
Runners will be off on contact. If it's a base hit, potentially cut this lead to 2. Pitch to Riker. Fastball high, 2-2. We've seen that fastball high used a lot in 2 strike counts today and 2 strike counts over the weekend because it just looks so good off the hand. That one may be a bit too high, though.
Yeah.
Aiken at third. Benlail at second. The 2-ball, 2-strike count. Runner at third trying to mess with them. And a foul ball. He didn't want to swing, but that bat came just far enough forward that it ticked the ball. Pulls the ball in after he accepts the call from the catcher. Again, Aiken over there at third, playing chicken. Fouled off again, and a good AB being put together here by Riker Dane. So he's really trying to help out his squad, and not only that, you're the hosting team. You get a base hit here, the momentum goes to your side, the crowd gets wild, and the bench over there, they're already loud, they get louder. 2-2 will do it again here. Hall a deep breath, comes home. Off the helmet. He takes first base. That sounded not good.
Yeah.
That was loud.
Very loud, but.
Second time Dane's been hit by a pitch today.
Looks like Dane is okay. He's talking to his first
fine.
base coach and nods the head. Kind of touches the helmet a little bit, but hey, that's good to see.
Jace Paoli steps in. Had a big game 2 nights ago. Could be a key moment here for Green River. Bases loaded once again with 2 outs, though, this time. Hall choosing to go from the stretch. Breaking ball stays high. 1-0, and Paoli has a chance to kind of pick his spot here with with him being in the head in the count. Hall fires home. Strike called. He catches that bottom inner corner on the righty.
That's a tough corner to find as well.
Breaking pitch there that just kind of drops in there. 1-1. Aiken is continuing to run over there at third and mess up the cadence. Strike 2, breaking pitch. 0-1 to 1-2. Bases loaded. Paoli 2 for 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Zach Hall comes home. Low, ball 2. 5-1 your score. Green River trying to cut into the deficit. Aiken at third. Ben-Lail at second. Dane at first. Jace Paoli at the plate with the 2-2. Strike 3 looking. And Green River continues to not be able to take advantage of these bases loaded situations. And now we'll head into the 6th, down by 4. And with the time kind of winding down here, potentially the last inning and the last chance for these Green River Knights. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Night Invite.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
To the 6th inning we go, and potentially the last one as the clock striking 9:40 here in Green River, Wyoming. Jace Andrews alongside Anthony Colasuono. Green River down 5-1 to the Cheyenne Hawks. And for Cheyenne, they have just taken a deep breath, and then taken a deep breath, and then taken a deep breath with how many opportunities Green River has had and how many times they have been able to avoid big innings and really anything. The one run came across pretty early in this game. Past 2 innings, Green River has had the bases loaded with 2 outs, the bases loaded with no outs. We counted up 9 runners stranded on base for this Green River Knights team, and a line drive off the glove of the diving Dane, and man, that was going to be an amazing catch there by Dane in right field, but it tips off the glove, and it's the second leadoff double in a row.
Yeah, I just timed it just a little bit early. If he was a nanosecond, maybe a second later, we could be looking at a web gem play.
Aiden Froge will step up. Froge, the designated hitter today, singled in the first, singled in the fourth, lined out in the second, 2 for 3. Man, they're wiping down second base. We're really caring about this game. I love it. Check on the runner at second. Fuller still on the mound here. Comes home. Good pitch, but too high. Last little bit of the sunset fading out here in the right field. Big swing and a miss. 1-1. Top of the 6th here. Inside, hits Froge. That one does not feel good on the hands. And trying to see if it's a foul ball here. He's getting an explanation. Going to check. Yeah, he's just going to ask to check. Really doubt that's going to be able to be changed. I mean, the best view was definitely the home plate umpire, but.
I was saying I could have hit the knob of the bat.
And in some way, I don't know, it's the last inning. May as well ask for everything because, I mean, at this point, you're probably not going to start another one.
Yeah, it's 9:44. First pitch.
Yeah, they're going to give him the base.
To 10 p.m., yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, in some ways, all chips on the table now.
Mm-hmm.
Now batting
push him in.
15, Quentin King.
Quentin King hit by a pitch in the fourth. On an 0-for-2 effort today. He's looking to bunt, pulls back. Ben Lale stops it. Runner at second. Thought about going for third, but smartly retreating was Reed Horton. Looking to bunt again, trying to go for the base hit. He looks at third and then throws to first. Covering second base is Brown. A good play there by the pitcher Fuller and the second baseman Brown to retire Quentin King on the first out of the inning.
Yeah, no nonsense out there. You got to pick up the out in that moment. The easiest way to one.
Sack bunt is effective, and Kyler Hoff steps in. 1-1. There's a strike. Fuller's been great in trying to work out of these jams. He's got one more to work out of here. In the dirt, good block by Ben Lale. Continues to be a unit behind home plate. One. High fly ball. Deep center field. It is off the wall. That's going to score at least one. An amazing throw from Jace Paoli as he throws it from the warning track to the pitcher's mound and saves a run with the throw.
Great.
Because the ball was so high, the runners had to hold, and Aiden Froge had to stay put at third.
Great relay there by Paoli, just slinging it on a cannon.
Does push across the run, though. 6-1 your score. That was a booming double. That one's in the air. This one a little bit more on the shallow side. And the shortstop, Bracken, loses it in the lights. A run's going to come across to score. Just lost that one in the sky. 7-1. Froge comes in to score, and that really hurts. Fouled off there. One out this inning. Double, hit by pitch, sack bunt, double, single. Outside. 1-1. Caden Tafoya, the batter. Singled back in the second and a 1-for-3 day. Checks the runner. Fuller steps off. We're on the top. Popped in the air, foul territory. It's going to go out of play on the third base side. And a frenzy of Cheyenne fans move out of the way for a ball that lands 10 feet behind them.
Hey, at that moment.
You get scared.
That's pretty scary.
You been in that situation?
Oh, yeah. Granted, that was when I was a little kid and I had my glove ready, but went 5 feet to my left.
1-2. On the ground, right side, second baseman Brown has it bounce off his glove. That's going to have one run coming across the score, and just an unfortunate play there. He tried to pick it, and when he put the ball into the glove, it hit off the heel. Man, that's tough.
Very tough, and just this inning has not gone the way of the Knights whatsoever.
8-1 your score. So it's a single and then an E4. Broden Robinson, the center fielder, will step in. Strike there. A 1 outside. And Brody Fuller now. It's been great throughout this game, and with the error, those runs won't be charged to him, but you know, that's just a tough situation to be in. Strike called. 1-2. Lefty at the plate in Broden Robbins. Swings through the fastball. Another K on the day for Brody Fuller. Matt Naughton will step in. Catcher today. Walked back in the second. He's 0 for 2 otherwise with a strikeout and a flyout. There's a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And Naughton. Deep breath. Cut and a miss from Naughton as Brody Fuller strikes him out and ends the inning with back-to-back Ks. Either way, though, it's going to be a tough bottom of the sixth as the Green River Knights have to score 7 to tie, 8 to win. We'll be right back here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of this 2024 Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Ryan Ruskinen will be tasked with getting the final 3 outs here. Seen Ryan in right field a couple of times this tournament. Not the first time we've seen him, but first time we've seen him on the mound.
See what we can do here in the bottom 6 with this more than likely being the last.
I think we can almost guarantee it. 9:54, started on time. There's no way they're going to start another inning. He'll get 8, 9, and 1 here, so see what he can do. But if this score holds, it's going to be the story of missed opportunities for Green River. 9 left on base thus far. Obviously could do more in this inning, but the big thing is, obviously, you're down by 7 and 9 left on base. Okay, let's say you get 5 of those in, you're still down, right?
Yeah.
Correct. However, it changes the complexity of this game. You would maybe make some different decisions. You have the confidence in certain areas. You have the lead, and it gives you more of a thought process, a strategy. When you're down and you continue to not be able to cut in a lead, you're forced to make different decisions. It's the what-if game of baseball, though. We can play it all day. Strike taken at the plate from Traven Brown there, the second baseman. First pitch by Ryan Ruskinen. Make sure you're staying tuned. We're going to have a post-game show coming up right after this. 0-1. Fastball does not find the zone as it's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here in the bottom of the 6th, and what is effectively the final inning of this one with the 2-hour time limit in place for this night invite tournament. Outside. It's 2-1. 2-0, excuse me. 2-1. I had it right. Brown is 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out in the 4th, singled in the 2nd. In the dirt, 3-1. You need base runners in any way possible, so if you can get the 8-9 hole on, flip this order, you can try and start this comeback. Ruskinen from the stretch. Fires a strike, and it's popped in the air. Right side of the infield, second baseman Cotton moves to his right and grabs it for out number 1 here in the 6th.
For Green River here, it's going to be trying to get something moving here with your last 2 outs.
Dallin Bushelman will be tasked with doing exactly that, getting something going. With 1 out in the inning now. Bushelman is 0 for 2 on the day, a pop out and a ground out. Watches the fastball at his eye level for ball 1. Eight to 1 the score. Ruskinen from the stretch here. Just a bit outside there, 2-0. Ruskinen loving the fastball early here. It's the pitch he threw to get the pop-up, and it's the first 2 that he's thrown here to Bushelman. Has that one flying into deep left field. Moving over to his right and making the grab is Maggard. 2 gone, and Green River down to its final out. Brackenlale 0 for 3 on the day. Tasked with trying to keep this one alive. First pitch to Bracken rather, is outside. Ruskinen trying to have a 1-2-3 bottom of the 6th. Looper, second baseman, went back, eventually has to come in, gloves, fires in time, and that's your ball game. Well,
there's 2 of the Knights have their gloves on.
They're going to let them play. Oh my gosh!
There we
Why
go.
do they wait so long? All right, there it is. That's your ball game. 8-1 the final score. Green River falls to Cheyenne. We'll have a post game when we come back here. This has been a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for a dental experience that's quicker, more precise, and more comfortable? Look no further. Welcome to Black's Fork Dental, where we bring you the latest in dental technology with our Trios 3D scanner. Our team can scan images of your teeth and gums in seconds, ensuring precise measurements and accurate results, allowing us to design personalized treatment plans tailored to your unique needs. Whether it's crowns, bridges, or clear correct treatments, we've got you covered. Right now, we're offering a 10% discount on any scan procedure. Schedule your appointment with Black's Fork Dental at Black's Fork northforkdental.com, where advanced technology meets compassionate care.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast scroller, the nightlighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
It's lunchtime, and I'm stuck at the office.
Jackalope. The big game is on. I can't miss it just to pick up groceries.
Jackalope.
Mom, I need supplies for my school project.
Jackalope.
Doing the hopping for your shopping. Jackalope Delivery. 307-679-7174.
Jackalope.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
At Y-High, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-High. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhigh.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today. At Reese Auto Service in Lyman, you will find highly skilled mechanics who will get the job done right the first time. They work on anything from light line jobs of tire alignments, suspension work, and oil changes to heavy line jobs of engine replacement, differentials, and all powertrain components. Make sure all your recreational vehicles are working at top speed by getting them checked at Reese Auto Service in Lyman so your time having fun doesn't end early. Reese Auto Service, 541 State Highway 413, Lyman.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
I don't know about you, but every time I go...
8-1 your final score here as we head into the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Jace Andrews, Anthony Colasuono having you the action tonight. And it's the Cheyenne Hawks who are victorious, thanks in large part to a pretty big second inning where they pushed across 3 runs that originally at that time made the score 4-0. Green River was able to put across the 1 run in the bottom half and make it a 4-1 game, but after that, it's been a story of missed opportunities. Bases loaded, nobody out. Green River unable to push anybody across. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Green River unable to push anybody across. 9 left on base in total. And then the nail in the coffin was the top of the 6th, where Fuller, who had been doing great just allowing the 1 run, ended up allowing 3 more, and that's where you get the other 3 runs to make it 8-1. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Make sure you get your Jimmy John's Gourmet Sub today at all the locations across Wyoming. We'll be right back here on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the night. Invite on mylocalradio.com.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Serving the Bridger Valley since 1987, Bridger Valley Motors are your engine repair experts. Along with engine repair, Bridger Valley Motors offers towing services, tire alignments, brake repairs, and more. Visit Bridger Valley Motor at 217 North Main Street in Lyman.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Welcome back in here to Green River, Wyoming. Anthony Colasuono to my right. I'm Jace Andrews. It's time for Dr. McKay Frankum's precision play of the game. And Anthony, I kind of scoured the brain because there's a lot of plays that really were impact plays, especially when you strand 9 runners on base. And, I mean, for that matter, I say that. It's also credit to Cheyenne for getting out of jams. I mean, bases loaded, nobody out, and they're able to push across literally no runs because of Cheyenne's pitching effort. And the one time they had the effort and the chance, it was Tafoya, the first baseman, who was able to not only make a stabbing grab over that first, but then beat a very fast Bracken Lale to first base on a dive to first, and that effectively saved not only a run, but possibly more, as that would have brought up another batter. So Caden Tafoya, that's your precision play of the game on that one unassisted play to save not only a run, but potentially a lot more and help Cheyenne get the 8-1 victory. That is your Dr. McKay Frankum's precision play of the game. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, it's the Pepsi Player of the Game presented by Western Wyoming Beverages. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Night Invite here in Green River, Wyoming on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
When shopping for a new home or property, it's important that your realtor works to make the whole process simple. Serving customers for almost 20 years, the professional agents at Bridger Valley Realty will provide you with the information and resources you need to keep it simple without missing a step. Shopping for the perfect home or property can be a lot of fun.
Trust the Valley's proven realtors. Stop by and see us today.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today. Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Let's round us out here. What do you say, Anthony?
Let's do it.
Jace Andrews alongside him as we're going to finish out here with the Pepsi Player of the Game presented by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything is better with Pepsi. Man, you got some off-spray. I'd like to have some of that. I am bit. Anyway, the Pepsi Player of the Game today is none other than Zach Hall, the pitcher of record and the winning pitcher for the Cheyenne Hawks. He goes 5 innings, striking out 5, allowing just 1 run on 5 hits. And he was a big reason, not just for the win, but also for containing Green River.
Yes.
They had multiple chances. Bases loaded, nobody out. He got out of it. Bases loaded, 2 outs. He got out of it. Runners all across the base pass all night long. 1 run across. Him and Ryan Ruskinen combined for the 1-run effort. And that's why he is your Pepsi Player of the Game, as he was better today, and the Hawks were better than the Green River Knights today. Anthony, any final thoughts here as day 3 of the night invite is done? And I'm excited for day 4. I'm also excited to go get some rest, though, and be ready for day 4.
Just an awesome day. Can't wait for tomorrow. A lot of teams are going to try to play the best baseball tomorrow.
We've got 5 amazing games for you coming up. Let's give you a quick look ahead before we let you go tonight. As tomorrow, leading us off in the morning, it's Lockwood, the Montana team, taking on Lovell. I'll be here for you, and we'll call that one together at 10 a.m. Powell versus Jackson will take on, we'll be at the 12:30 game. It'll be me and either Elin Olaf or Anthony Colasuono. We'll figure that out on the car ride home. 3 p.m. it's Pocatello versus Laramie. 5:30, Riverton versus the Cheyenne, the Hawks team. And then Green River, the host team, has a chance to finish out the weekend with a win against Rawlins. All right, well, that does it for everybody here in Green River today, going all the way back to the morning. As for Hudson Garner, Elin Olaf, and then my partner today on this game, Anthony Colasuono, I'm Jace Andrews saying good night from Green River, Wyoming here on day 3 of the night invite. Peace out.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.